Hi everyone, it's Nisha. So today I'm gonna do this look with the Sonia Kashuk Eye Neutral palette that you've requested. I was wearing this look just in my Monday video, and I have done Sonia Kashuk look before, and I looked at it yesterday, and I think it's a bit more daytime appropriate. This one is a bit heavier, so I will link that one below if you want to see that tutorial as well, if you don't want something as dramatic, you know, and you don't want the false lashes. So let's get started. I think what I might do this time is start doing my eyes and then I finish off with the face, because I don't want to powder it yet, because hopefully my oil will come through so I can see, because when you powder this foundation, because it's already quite powdery, it might be too much. Okay, so as you know, I use the Sonia Kashuk Eye Neutral palette, which is number 2, and this is fantastic palette. It's all matte and you have few cool shades and few warm ones. Honestly, the quality is brilliant. Obviously the value for money is brilliant. You don't need, to be honest, you don't need any other matte neutral palette. If you've got that one, it's fantastic. The quality, the blendability is really good. I'm going to use Bare Minerals 5-in-1 eyeshadow, cream eyeshadow. I use it as my eyeshadow primer. I quite like it, and this one is in soft linen. And with this palette, really, I don't ever have like a set way of doing it. I just use whatever. But one thing I started off with, I take my Sigma E35, which is quite big and fluffy, and I took this shadow, which is, if you look at it, is probably the most peachy color, and I put that in my crease. I haven't done my eyebrows. I usually do my eyebrows first. Okay, then so that was the first one I used. Now I'm gonna use this one, and I'm just going slightly below that one, and I didn't tap it off. They are very, very pigmented, but they blend so beautifully. Oh, sorry, and that is Sigma E25, or you could use MAC 217. So I've used this one first, then this one. Now I'm going to go for this one, I think, and with the same brush. With this one I'm going to concentrate more here on the outer V. I am going to take Real Techniques shading brush and I will go to this one. And I'm just going to shade like this 1/3 on my outer eye. Outer eye, you know what I mean. And you see how that foundation is luminous, but it's very strange because it's luminous, but if you look close, it also looks quite cakey and powdery. You know, it's very odd to explain. Now take your E25 again and go back to this one. There is no really rhyme or reason to it. You can just keep adding and layer all these eyeshadows, all different tones, because that's when I find you get the best effect. I'm trying to do what I did on Monday because that's what you wanted to see. Let me shut the window because it's very frosty today and my neighbor must be defrosting his car. Okay, I'm going to do my underneath now, underneath my eyes, and I will go with this shadow on the same Real Techniques brush. I can still hear him. I didn't shut the window properly. Will you go already? Why do people choose to make noise when I'm filming? And remember, with hooded eyes, you always want the darkest colors on the top of your hood. So it's up and out. Don't drag it too low. See, like, like here I've gone too low, but I will sort that out with the concealer later. So don't worry, you can correct that. Okay, now flat eyeshadow brush, and I've gone to the lightest one. And when you do that, when you have hooded eyes, you immediately create this illusion of bigger lid, because we don't really have a lid. As you can see, it's all hood, but when we talk and you have that light lightness on your mobile lid, by the way, what I have done now in my description box, there are all videos for hooded eyes, like the tips and tricks. So I have the eyeliner, where to find your crease, so I don't repeat myself every time. Just look in the description box, and if you want to go back to basics, all the videos are there. Now I think I'm gonna take a bit of this one, because this one is quite stark and light. Again, I'm going back to E25, and you choose which dark one you want to put here. I just want to darken up this corner of my eye. Now I am going to do my eyeliner, and I think I put in on Monday in the description box that I used the Laura Pro eyeliner but I think I've used my Illamasqua gel liner, so that's what I'm going to use. And I'm taking my Louise Young LY24 brush to do this. Okay, so that's the liner done. Now I am going to take my concealer again, put a bit on my hand, and I just use any concealer brush. This one is actually a matte makeup. It's supposed to be lip brush, but I use it for concealer. And just do nice line like this. See, that will give you like this sharper look, and you can get rid of any eyeshadow that you've gone too low with. There, brilliant. Okay, now, because I want this corner even darker, I will take the black one from here, which is very, very black, on any small brush, because you just want to pat it there. I have this one, which is old Costco one, like an angled brush. Tap it off and sort of go above that line, like in a little V. Hope you can see that. And then I will blend that. So this is so pigmented. Okay, so it looks something like this. Then take a big fluffy brush. What's that? This is Zoeva 228. So this is a crease brush, but I like it to blend. Now I'm going to take the E35 again, the big one, ow, and I'm going to go back to the very first shade that I did and I'm just going to blend out a bit that top line. So I'm going almost under my eyebrow. It's a nice warm peachy color. Okay. And then what I did, I used Stila Kitten. You can use any very shimmery eyeshadow. I think Makeup Geeks Shimmer Shimmer would be quite good for it. Take small flat brush and just pat it on that light eyeshadow, and here in the corner. Now let me do my eyelashes. I will just use any mascara because I will have to put the false eyelashes that I did on Monday. But obviously you don't have to put the false eyelashes. I won't do the bottom yet because I'm gonna do a bit more with this foundation. I'm gonna put more concealer and stuff. I have to do my eyebrows. Let me do my eyebrows and then I come. So I'm going to highlight with this one underneath now. Okay, I think I might want like a bit higher here. Okay, let me now do a bit more work on my concealing. So I'm taking again the Fit Me in 20 and I do a bit of that. Just to brighten this up. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep. Well, I suppose I'm getting enough. It's just that what happened with Louis, he used to wake up just after 6, and one night he started barking 4:15 in the morning, and I said to Paul, because he said no, leave him, and I said, well, maybe he really needs to go out for wee or poo because he never wakes up that early. So I did get up to him and took him out. I didn't speak to him. I was very quiet, didn't put lights on. And he did have a wee and a poo. And I put him back to sleep and he barked a couple of times and went back to sleep. Well, the next night he did it exactly the same. So I went again, I let him out, and he wasn't even that desperate to have a wee or a poo. So I knew by then that he just wanted some company. So I thought, that's it. He did eventually have a little wee. I put him back. So this morning he got up at 4:15 again and was barking, and this time I thought, I'm not going, and he barked for about, not really desperately, but by the way, I'm going to use now a Laura Mercier Smooth Finish Foundation Powder in 05, just to set my face a bit. And I use for that always, where is it? I use this big Real Techniques. See, I think this is the multitasking brush because this says blush brush, but this is a blush brush, so I think this is multitasking. They've just made a mistake. Anyway, I just go very lightly on the outside of my face and a bit down on my neck. I just feel I can go much lighter with this than the Laura Mercier mineral powder, because with the other one you have to buff it in, and with my skin being a bit dry from the retin-A, it just disturbs the whole thing and you can see the flakes. So do that. Then I know I was telling you about Louis, but I have to talk you through this first. Then I will take e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder with my little Real Techniques setting brush, this one. Just set it lightly under my eyes. Yeah, so this morning he was crying again, 4:15, not crying, barking, but just not desperately. So I ignored him. He barked for about 5 minutes. But you know, by then I couldn't go back to sleep. So I was just lying there and tossing and turning. And then at 5 o'clock, he started barking again. And I thought, no, I'm not going. And he barked on a few times and went to sleep. So then we got up to him, I think it was 6:15, which is acceptable because that's when Paul gets up to go to work anyway. And he was fine. He was fast asleep really. So I know now that he is just being clever. And once you let them to do something like that, they want to do it all the time. Okay, now I'm going to do my contouring bronzing, and I always use the Bahama Mama, and I've been really liking, I told you, using this It Cosmetics, which I think is the brush for CC cream. It looks like a foundation brush, but I really like using it. You mustn't press it too hard because it's quite dense, so you can take off some foundation. So I just go like this and then a bit up. Okay, now what shall I use for my blush? Let me use today Illamasqua Sophie. This one's got a bit of shimmer. This is angled cheek brush from Kirkland, old one. I always feel like I don't ever know how to properly apply blush. I just slap it on and hope for the best. Sometimes I go quite high up, sometimes I don't, sometimes I go up here. Depends how I feel. This is going to be a very long video, isn't it? But that's what those chatty get readies with me are. Okay, and now I'm going to take Charlotte Tilbury's airbrushed flawless finish powder in 2, which is medium, and I like the Real Techniques blush brush for this, and I just set it here. Should I use highlighter? I don't know, because that Sophie has a bit of a shimmer. Maybe I just use some of the Hourglass ambient powders, and I usually use the Radiant Light. It's a lot of powder, isn't it? But if I look too powdery, I just spray it with Fix Plus and should be fine. Okay, so that's it for the eyes. Obviously eyelashes, and the eyelashes I used were the Koko eyelashes, and these ones are in 202. I had to trim them, by the way. I think I had to take almost like whole section of the outside because they do come quite long, which is fine. There you go. Eyelashes do make the look. I think they really make your eyes pop when you see the difference. I do like fake eyelashes. There. Now I think, oh yes, I need to do the bottom lashes. Extended Play Giga Black from MAC. I've had this for ages and I quite like it because it's got such a tiny brush, but I feel like the brush is too long. It should be a bit shorter. Okay, now let's do lips. Let's take that off. What shall I do for lips? I know I did whatever I did the other day, but I fancy something different today. I used this Gauche True Color lipstick in Liqueur. Is it focusing? I hope it is. Milani Most Natural. One of my subscribers actually sent me this lip liner. It's quite nice. It's not pink. It's more on a spicy side. Okay, and now I'm going to use this Gauche lipstick, which is so gorgeous and creamy. My lips are a bit dry. It's been frosty for the last few days. I love this lipstick. Must use it a bit more. And what shall we put on the top of it? Maybe I should try this. This, I forgot all about it, is Kiko. It's a Plumping Gloss and it's beautiful. This one is in 204. I think they have names on the website, but not on the packaging. 3D Instant Volume, Plumping and Refreshing Lip Gloss. Yeah, it doesn't have too much colour, just nice shine. Oh yes, lovely. Okay, let me just do something with my hair and then I come back. Okay, so that's the finished look. I have back on my hair, so my hair is a bit bigger now. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much for watching and I see you soon. Bye!